when I was in film school, there are a lot of screenwriting courses and things that you can order and do online in books that teach a very set structure for screenwriting. There are formulas they say that you can use. I never was very successful using them. I find that I come to something in the end that resembles that, when it's working. But if I start out saying, oh, the heroine has to, do X and Y at this point in the book, when I start trying to force it, if I start out that way, it doesn't really work. So my process has changed a lot, though, as I've gone from book to book, and I think as I've gotten to be a better writer, and the first book, I just started out. I didn't have any plan. The second book, I had about a 5-page outline. I knew, and some of this goes to the screenwriting, I had certain ideas of, I'm going to have this happen kind of in the middle, I'm going to, pacing things out, and the third book has a 26-page outline, that's just chapter to chapter. So I've definitely gotten more detailed in that. But the best thing I ever did to learn structure was I read Ross Macdonald mysteries, and I took notes as I went, and I tracked what was happening, at the 1/3 point, at the half point, in chapter to chapter. And you don't really think about it when you're reading, and maybe he didn't think about it when he was writing, but so much of it breaks down perfectly, with the halfway point. If Lou Archer, the detective, if he's going to have to go away to another city, to get information, it usually happens at the halfway point, and it's sort of like this little sojourn that he takes, and he'll find out new things about the victim that change his view of the case, and I highly recommend. I think Ross Macdonald for dialogue and for structure is just the best there is, and a lot of women might be discouraged from reading it because it's a private eye, and it's, maybe it's kind of masculine, but they are so entertaining to read. I highly recommend them. The way I switched from journalism to writing fiction, and thank you for reminding me, is basically I did it. I switched. I wrote a book and I sold it, and that's basically it. Certainly there's a lot of storytelling in journalism. You might think it's nonfiction, so there's no storytelling, but that's not true. You have to present. You have to think about how you present the news and how each person's story, and you do learn about make it personal. Pick someone to be sort of the face of this story and tell a personal story. And but if in terms of just making the actual switch on a business level, you just do the work of writing the book, do the work of making it better, and then go out there with it, and it'll happen.
So, Gone with a Handsome Affair and Norma McFarland, we thank you for being here and bringing us both Lily and Teeny. We're grateful. The books will be for sale out here, and they will be signing as well. Thank you.